All right, so the purpose of this particular video is to let you know that there is such a thing as a file structure, I guess. Like, how do you open, save, organize files and stuff so that, like, things are organized and they work. And what we're looking at here is the Windows desktop. I'm drinking an Orange Crush. And these are icons, these are like more icons, and these are icons, and these are icons, and basically this little like thing. These are shortcuts, right? Like, and these are folders, and that's an actual like file, and these are shortcuts, and this one's a folder, and I can tell that because I've seen this for a long time. But also, like, the desktop itself is a folder, and down here there's this little icon. It looks like a folder. That is what we are going to call the File Explorer. Check it out. It even calls itself the File Explorer. This File Explorer is a way to navigate the files on your computer. Now, it tries to be helpful. This looks different than when I was a kid. When I was a kid, it looked similar but different than this, right? This is your C drive. This is your actual physical, like, hard drive on your computer. Okay, this is just everything in it. All of these other things over here are also inside of this. Okay, everything lives inside of here, unless it's a network thing. But you ain't got no network things, so I'm not going to worry about it. Inside of here, this is your C drive. You don't normally put things in your C drive, but there's a users right here, and there's a Stephen the Great right here. And note here, see this desktop right here? This desktop is this desktop over here, right? Like, check it out. In fact, I'll show it to you. I have a couple of folders: Cat API, BCIS, HXD. I got a bunch of like icons and stuff in this thing, right? I'm gonna go into desktop, and look, there's my folders. These are a bunch of my icons and stuff. Now, not all of the icons that are on here are in here. For example, the recycle bin is missing, but that's okay. I mean, this is the folder that is this folder. They're the same thing. Check it out. I'm going to rename XD, and I'm going to call this new name same folder. All right. And I'm going to hit enter, and this little guy down here is going to change. Boop. Oh my gosh! Look at that! And so, like, this is the same place. When I talk about like where are things located, you might be like, well, I don't know. Up here, this is an address bar. It's similar to a address bar on the internet, except that on the internet, you're going to have like forward slashes, and also you're going to be basically accessing a file from somebody else's computer. But here, you're going to be accessing a file from your own computer. And this tells you where you're at. You're at the C drive. In your C drive, there's a folder called Users. In the folder called Users, there's a folder called Stephen the Great. In the folder called Stephen the Great, there's a folder called Desktop. And this is in that folder called Desktop. Check this out. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to open up BCIS 1350. Bam. Now you might think, oh my gosh, your address, you're just a BCIS 1350. But actually, no. If you click there, you're there. Check that out. See, it kind of hides it. It's trying to be like all helpful and cute and stuff. That's where you're at. You're at C, Users, Stephen the Great, Desktop, BCIS 1350. I can get to this location by going to 1350. This is me, right? In this, I've got, again, more folders. Inside of here, I've got different things. And this is the fun part. So in BCIS 1350, let me just close one of these. In BCIS 1350, which I've got saved on my desktop, I've got that in here. And I've got other folders. And each one of these folders is effectively an assignment. Effectively, it's a project. Effectively, this is how I'm keeping track of my stuff, right? So I got my Hello World HTML, or my Hello, this is a web page that I made, apparently. This is some beautiful pictures. I got my beautiful pictures, right? These are actually some screenshots of the web page itself. I got a folder called Images. These are the 3 images in that folder. And if I go in here and I right-click on it, open with code, this is the code that is those things. And then this source images, Cat in the Hat. See, images is the folder name, right? And it's called images because I've called it images, yeah? And it's called Cat in the Hat. Now, again, note the forward slash here because we're dealing with the internet, right? So it's a forward slash. And inside of my images folder, I have Cat in the Hat, spelling, capitalization, everything, file type, very important. So yours might not have file type. To see your files, we're going to go to View, and we're going to go File Name Extensions right there. If you're using a different version of Windows, which you might be, there's an option. I will help you find it, all right, if you need help finding it. But that just gives you the ending 3 dots, or the ending file types. And I like to have the file types so I know what I'm talking about. So again, let's close that. That is how you navigate things. Now, you might be thinking, well, I wish there were an easier way to navigate files that didn't require so much clicking around. And why? You are in for a great thing. Look. Let me do that again, but slower. I hit the Start button. Now, the Start button is the little Windows icon logo on my keyboard. Looks like a window. It looks like 4 little squares, kind of tilted. I don't know. It's the Start button. And then I type the letters C, M, and D. That is short for Command Prompt. And then I hit the Enter button. And it opens a Command Prompt. And this Command Prompt, wouldn't you know it, is effectively at C users Stephen the Great. If I change the directory here, CD desktop, and now on my desktop. Look at that. This is my desktop. And you know what? I'll prove it to you. LS is short for list, but that's for terminal commands. So for a Windows PC, you're going to need to use dir, which just stands for directory listing, right? And look at this. I have a couple of directories. I got the dir dot and the dot dot. Now, the dot and the dot dot are just how you move backwards. All right, it's fine. I got Cat App API. I got BCIS right here. Boom, BCIS right there. I can go into those things. Again, not even having to click here. Do it all with my keyboard. CD, what is it? BCIS 1350. Boom. dir. There's my thing. CD week 1. Boom. dir. Bam, baby. It's right there. I'm pumped. Hello. HTML, nothing really happens, but it opens. Dudes! All right, so again, if you're not a big fan of the keyboard, you can totally use your other navigation. If you're a fan of the keyboard and you don't want to use the mouse anymore, welcome to the terminal. I think that'll do for now. The real trick here is to keep things organized. If you don't already have a folder on your desktop, make a folder on your desktop. Just right-click. I'm using a mouse. I have a button on the right. It's the right mouse button. You just make a new button, folder, new folder, and give it a cool name like Mr. Lowe's. No, you know what? Give it a name like RTI College. All right? And then shove your work, like the Cat App, into that. Boom. And I don't know what this is. Throw it in there too. Boom. And now you have RTI College, and you can have a different folder for every activity. Effectively, if there's an assignment, here's the fun part. If there's an assignment on the canvas, you should have a folder with that assignment's name. All right? You should have a folder on your desktop, boom, for your class, for all your classes, one folder for class. And I'm not just talking about this class, but like, you got a class, make a folder on your desktop. Yeah, do it. And then inside of there, that folder on your desktop, you got an assignment, make a folder for the assignment. Just bam. Yeah, and then inside of that folder for the assignment, put everything you need for the assignment. And if it's all here, this makes things easier to get to when we are building web pages and other things. It also makes it really easy to like submit stuff because it's drag and drop the thing. In fact, actually, you can't just drag and drop the thing, but you do want to make a zip file to submit things. And to make a zip file, you just right-click on it, and you go send to, compress. Oh, shoot, that was a desktop shortcut. I don't want that. Throw it away. Right-click on it, send to, compress zip folder. And now you got a zip folder right here. Notice the icons are a little different. That's just a folder. This is a zip file. If you go into, because it's trying to be helpful, it'll go into it. You can't really go into it though, right? This is the Cat App. I'll show it. This is the Cat App in the actual folder. I open it up. I get my Cat App. It's beautiful. I can get a facts happen. Woo! And then if I go into the zip file, I can go into this folder. I can click on this, and it looks like crap. Look, absolute crap. It's not good. It's not good. Inspect this. I got errors all over the point, like not found, not found, not found. Things aren't found, and they're not found, and it looks bad because you are in a compressed folder. It's not what you want. You don't want to be in there. You want to be in your normal folder. But you zip it. You zip it, and then you submit the zip file to me in the canvas, and then I can unzip it.
and all your stuff will be there. Yay!
I think that's everything. So yeah, for this particular video, I hope it helps.